गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादे पश्चात देशतारिणे नमस्ते। प्रभुपाद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय जय गौर भक्त वृंद। जय गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 राम हरे कृष्ण Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Gauranga Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Ram Rama. Oh Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare. Oh Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare. Oh Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare. Oh Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare. Oh Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare. Oh Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.
Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.
Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.
Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.
Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Jaya Kishore Kishore Jaya Kishore Kishore Jaya Kishore Kishore Jaya Kishore 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 Jaya Kishore Kishore Jaya Kishore Kishore Jaya Jaya Kishore Kishore Jaya Kishore Kishore Jaya Kishore Kishore Jaya Kishore 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 Jaya Kishore Kishore Jaya Kishore Kishore Jaya Kishore Jaya Jagannatha Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jaya Gauranita Jaya Gauranita Jaya Gauranita Jaya Gauranita Jaya Gauranita Jaya Gauranita Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol 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 Hari Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Hari Bol 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 Fast Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंसा परिवाजक आचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस एसी भक्ति वेदांता स्वामी शिला प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंसा परिवाजक आचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी महाराज शिला प्रभुपाद की जय नामाचार्य शिला हरिदास ठाकुर की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्णा गोपा गोपीनाथ श्याम कुल राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवदीप मायापुर धाम की जय। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। जमुना माई की जय। भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय। श्री श्री किशोर किशोरी की जय। जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय। श्री श्री गौर निताई की जय। निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Guru and Gauranga. नर्सिंग प्लेयर कौन कर रहा है? आप करें? नमस्ते नरसिंहाय। प्रहलाद लाद दायिने। हिरण्याकाशी पूर्वक्षः। शीलकंकान कालाये। इतो नरसिंह परतो नरसिंह। यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंह। पाहि नरसिंह हृदय नरसिंह। नरसिंहमादिं शरणं प्रपदे। तव कर कमलवरेणकाम् अद्भुत श्रृंगागलिता। हिरण्यकशिपो तनुभृंगा। केशवधृता नरहरि रूपा। जय जगदीश हरे। जय जगदीश हरे। जय जगदीश हरे। कर कमलवरेणकाम् अद्भुत श्रृंगार। दलिता हिरण्यकशिपो तनुभृंगा। केशवधृता नरहरि रूपा। जय जगदीश हरे। जय जगदीश हरे। जगदीश हरे। केशवधृता नरहरि रूपा। जय जगदीश हरे। जय जगदीश हरे। जय जगदीश हरे। जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव। जय प्रहलाद महाराज, प्रहलाद महाराज, प्रहलाद महाराज, जय प्रहलाद महाराज। जय जय प्रभुपाद, 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद। नरसिंहदेव भगवान की जय, भक्त प्रहलाद की जय, श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय, निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल।
Hare Krishna. Thank you all for coming for the Sunday Feast program. Today we have a very, very special guest, His Grace Anuttama Prabhu. He's actually our GBC. When Srila Rumpa Swami took 1 year of leave of absence, Prabhu very graciously accepted the service of being our GBC. So he's coming for the first time as our GBC here. So he's not yet here, he'll be coming. So he is actually been a GBC since 1999. And he has been actually the ISKCON communication minister. And he does several programs. But also, he's a father, and most of you know who Gauravani Prabhu is, the amazing Kirtan guy. That's his son. So, and also his wife is one of very senior disciples of Srila Prabhupada, Rukmini Mataji, one of the very few lady disciples who got extensive association of Prabhupada. So we are very fortunate that Prabhu is here today to give his association. And after the class, if anybody wants to meet him and get to know him personally, I would encourage that. He's been like a loving father and a grandfather to my son. I can't thank him enough because he's been such a pillar of support for our family. So I'm very glad that finally he could make it to Chicago and give us his association. And there's something very exciting news that I want to share with all of you. In the month of October 5th to 7th, they're doing this men's retreat. There's also a women's retreat. I still haven't got the information, but the men have been quick. So it's the first time in ISKCON, a men's retreat. Any guy who is 18 and up are more than welcome to come. The information, there is a poster in the lobby, and there are these cards which has all the information. I would highly recommend you all, actually I should look here. I would recommend all of you to attend because it's going to be lots of fun. If anybody knows Yadubara Prabhu, he's a comedian in New York, he's a stand-up comedian in New York. And Gauravani Prabhu will be there, amazing kirtan, amazing association. I would encourage all you young men and younger men who are 50 and plus, please do attend this retreat. It's one of a kind. And Anuttama Prabhu was sharing with me that some devotees, it's a father-son retreat. So many of those participants who have till now registered, it's a combination of the father and the son coming as a way of bonding together. And it's because it's about what is it being a Hare Krishna devotee in the 21st century. So it's going to be very meaningful, very relevant to all our members. So I would highly encourage all of you to attend this retreat. As I said, there are these nice little personal postcards that you can take it with you, share with your friends, so we can make it a very successful event. This is one of a kind. And today's Sunday Feast is being sponsored by Monica Motwani in memory of her mother, Mohini Bhagwani. And is she here? Anyway, we can loudly say Hari Bol. Hari Bol. And one final thing, parents with young children, please, after they're done with their Sunday school, it's your responsibility that they are with you all the time. And if you're busy with any other service, please find a responsible adult who will take care of your children. I know we feel, you know, it's temple, it's safe, it's nice, but Sundays are open house. The doors are open to anybody to walk in. So it is your personal responsibility to keep your children safe. So please, I request all the parents to be conscientious that after the Sunday school, please make sure your children are always under adult supervision. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Cell phones off, please. And like I said, it's my new fundraising strategy. If the cell phone rings, I will charge $50, you know. So please make sure your cell phones are off. And if your children are in the class and they need your attention, please take them downstairs. There's a speaker. You can hear the class, microphone there, so you can hear the class there. So thank you.
Hare Krishna. So as most of you know, in the Hare Krishna tradition, we like to sing and dance. So we're going to sing a little bit more, right? Prabhupada said chanting, dancing, and feasting. So we'll sing a little bit more. We'll hear a little bit from the Nectar of Devotion, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, and then we'll take a nice feast. So that's our plan. Some cartels someplace? Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Ballava Ginavarirari Gopi Jana Ballava Ginavarirari Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamuna Chiravanachari Jamuna Tiravanachari Jayuradha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jayuradha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jayuramadava Kunja Bihari. Jayuramadava Kunja Bihari. Haribo. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. I think we should call out the wonderful performance of our drummer here. Fantastic. Very wonderful. If he and I ever have serious problems in spiritual life, we're going to form a rock band and go travel someplace. I do live in Washington, D.C. I know that outside the Beltway, that's a really nasty thing to confess. But despite that, could you all maybe move like 15 feet closer or something? I feel like I'm like really on the other side of Lake Michigan or something here. And can I get some water, Subal? Change the mics. Okay. Hare Krishna. So thank you all for being here this evening. I was going to read a little bit from a book, the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, which is described as the complete science of Bhakti Yoga, also English described as the Nectar of Devotion. I was going to read from the preface. And this is a part that I find personally was one of my favorite of all of Prabhupada's writings. and in it he describes the basic principle of love. We practice bhakti, this is the devotion, the yoga of devotion. So here Prabhupada gives kind of a nice summary of that. So I'll be reading from a few different pages of the preface. So, the basic principle of the living condition is that we have a general propensity to love someone. No one can live without loving someone else. This propensity is present in every living being. Even an animal like a tiger has this loving propensity, at least in a dormant stage, and it is certainly present in the human beings. The missing point, however, is where to repose our love so that everyone can become happy. At the present moment, the human society teaches one to love his country, or family, or personal self, but there is no information where to repose the loving propensity so that everyone can become happy. That missing point is Krishna. And this nectar devotion teaches us, thank you, how to stimulate our original love for Krishna, and how to be situated in that position where we can enjoy our blissful life. In the primary stage, a child loves his parents, then his or her brothers and sisters, and as we daily grow, we begin to love our family, society, community, country, nation, or even the whole human society. But the loving propensity is not satisfied even by loving all human society. That loving propensity remains imperfectly fulfilled until we know who is the Supreme Beloved. A love can be fully satisfied only when it is reposed in Krishna. This theme is the sum and substance of this book, The Nectar Devotion, and the process of Bhakti Yoga, which teaches us how to love Krishna in 5 different transcendental mellows or relationships. Our loving propensity expands just as a vibration of light or air expands, but we do not know where it ends. Here we learn the science of loving every one of the living entities perfectly by the easy method of loving Krishna. We have failed to create peace and harmony in human society, even by such great attempts as the United Nations, because we do not know the right method. The method is very simple, but one has to understand it with a cool head. Nectar Devotion teaches all men and women how to perform the simple and natural method of loving Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If we learn how to love Krishna, then it is very easy to immediately and simultaneously love every living being. It is like pouring water on the root of a tree or supplying food to one's stomach. The method of pouring water on a root of a tree or supplying foodstuff to the stomach is universally scientific and practical, as every one of us has experienced. The root cause of our dissatisfaction is that our dormant loving propensity has not been fulfilled despite our great advancement in the materialistic way of life. This Nectar Devotion will give us practical hints how we can live in this material world perfectly engaged in devotional service, and thus fulfill all our desires in this life and the next. The Nectar Devotion is not presented to condemn any materialistic way of life, but the attempt is to give information to religionists, philosophers, and people in general how to love Krishna. One may live without material discomfort, but at the same time, he or she should learn the art of loving Krishna. At the present moment, we are inventing so many ways to utilize our propensity to love, but factually, we are missing the real point, Krishna. We are watering all the parts of the tree, but missing the tree's root. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Namaha Om Vishnu Paraya Krishna Parashtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Picharine Nirvasesha Shunyavadi Pashtatari Satarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakti Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. So I was asked to give a little name for this talk. I don't know if anybody saw it, but the name that I gave it was The Heart is a Lonely Hunter. And if there's any of you who are movie advocates of past films, American films, you might recognize that I plagiarized the name. It's actually from a film I saw as a young person, and I remember it from time to time. It's a rather sad film, but the essence of it, it's about a man who is seeking acceptance. He has some disabilities in his life. He's seeking acceptance and love and fulfillment, but he ends up very unfulfilled, and at the end of the movie, he takes his life. So thus the title, The Heart is a Lonely Hunter. So the Vaishnava teaching, or the teachings of Bhakti Yoga, or the Krishna consciousness movement, teaches that actually this describes us. The heart is a lonely hunter. We're the hunters with hearts that are hunting. We're all seeking something. Every living being, especially in the human form of life, where we have developed consciousness, we're seeking something. We're seeking happiness. We're seeking fulfillment. We're seeking a sense of purpose. We're seeking love. We all want to make some kind of difference in the world. We want to be able to think that at the end of my life, I contributed something. The world's a better place because of what I've done. We want to be needed. We want to be of service. We're hunting for all these things. And ultimately, as described here, the nature of the soul, or ourselves, or our consciousness, or our innermost being, who we are at our core, is we want to love and we want to be loved. That's the essence of life according to the Vaishnava tradition. So Srila Prabhupada here is explaining in his preface to this wonderful treatise. It was written in the medieval period, so it's 400 or 500 years old. It's not a new text, but he translated it. This is a summary study of it. So he's explaining here that the basic principle of all life is to love someone. But the problem, as he says very eloquently, we don't know where to repose that love, and thus people are dissatisfied. And he analyzes, and we can see this. We see it with young people, and we can perhaps remember when we were children that in the beginning of life, we express that love or feel that love towards our parents. Usually starts with the mother, and that at a certain point in time they realize, oh, there's a daddy here too. And then from there to siblings, to society, etc. But Prabhupada is pointing out to us that still, despite that growing of our love, that it doesn't satisfy our heart, and therefore our heart keeps hunting. Where can I go? Where can I repose this love? And we know the world's full of experiences of broken hearts, sadly. Sometimes I've never done a scientific study of this. Maybe somebody can do it someday, but I have a theory. The Bhagavad Gita describes that in this world, people are absorbed with two things: hankering for what they don't have and lamenting for what they've lost. And I have a theory that that's perfectly manifested in rock and roll music, which is full of hankering. I need this, I want this. And on the other side, country western music, which is full of lamentation. You know, so rock music is all about, I saw a girl, I need the girl, or a guy. Country western music is all about, I had the girl and I lost the girl, or the guy. So both sets of music, and I'm not a musicologist at all. I'm sure similar things are true in so many genres of music throughout the world. But this expression is there. I'm hunting for something, I'm needing something. And then when we find it, oftentimes it's lost, or just it's not able to satisfy us. So Prabhupada's explaining why is that dissatisfaction there, and he's making the point that in human form of life, we should be not just hunting, but conscious of what it is that we're seeking, and that ultimately we can't be really satisfied in this effort to satisfy our heart or our need for love until we connect with the divinity, until we connect with the spiritual nature, until we connect with the Supreme Spirit, or in Sanskrit, Krishna. The reason being is because we are spiritual by nature. We're not male or female or Chicagoans, or I used to live in Michigan, the strangest expression there. It's like, it's nice to know that you're not a Michigander, right? It's weird. Who wants to be a Michigander? Chicagoan sounds like, okay, Michigander? It's like a goose, isn't it? Like you're a Michigander, you know. You don't want to be identified with a goose. It's a beautiful state, but the term they use to self-identify is a little strange. So we may have so many different identifications. I'm white, I'm black, I'm Indian, I'm Russian, I'm American, I'm young, I'm old, male, female, so many things. And then we hunt on the basis of that designation. If I'm a businessman, well, I need to do business to make a lot of money. That's what businessmen do, isn't it? Or if I'm a researcher, I need to research and find a lot of new knowledge in whatever my field is. But if I understand I'm a spirit soul, I'm a spiritual being who is in a material environment, then at least part of my search should be to figure out what's the spiritual solution and what's the spiritual goal. And without that, describe that we all feel disconnected. Srila Prabhupada gives different examples in different places, drawn from the Sanskrit and Bengali scriptures or wisdom teachings. He gives examples like a spark. We're like sparks. We're part of the fire. And as long as we stay in the fire, we're hot, we're warm, we're doing our natural existence. But if the spark separates from the fire, what happens? We've all been around a campfire at one time of our life. What happens to the spark? It's lost, right? It gets drowned out because it's too big out there and it's too small. He gives another example. He says, just like the hand, it's such a magical, amazing thing, all the things that our hands can do. A good graphic example, he says, if their hand's cut off and is laying on the floor, once it's completely severed, you can't put it back. So you just kick it away. It has no value. So he explains, actually, that's our position. The soul, disconnected from the Supreme Divinity, is like that hand. It has amazing potential, but when it's cut off, it's basically has no use. And he also talks about just like a part of a machine. There's a big machine. Maybe some small part has a very important function, but if it becomes separated from the machine, then it has really it's lost its purpose. It needs to be connected. So in the same way, we're meant to be connected, and therefore, everyone in this world, as analyzed here, is a hunter. The heart is a lonely hunter. We're all hunting. And I think of a story I heard a few years ago, I think describes our predicament a little bit, of the woman that comes home at night, and she finds her husband out on the street looking for something. In the dark, she's out in the street looking for something. And she parks her car, goes home and says, what is it? What are you looking for? What happened? How come you're out here in the street? And he said, well, I lost my keys. She said, oh, let me help you look for them. She starts looking. And then she says, where do you think you lost them? He said, oh, over in the driveway. He says, you lost them in the driveway? He said, yeah. He said, well, why are we looking in the street? He said, well, because there's a light here. It's easier to look. So that's our situation. We're in the material world, and it's easy to look for material things to quench our hearts, but the heart-quenching love that we seek, it's not in the street, it's in the driveway. It's in the spiritual experience. So, therefore people get frustrated. And even we can see, many people will say, well, I'm achieved so many things, there's so many things I wanted in life, and I'm feeling somewhat successful. Yes. Bhagavad Gita describes this world as a place of mixed happiness and distress, mixed joy and pain. There's definitely some pleasure in this material world. And Prabhupada says, we don't say people shouldn't be comfortable. That's not the point of the bhakti yoga process. The teaching is be comfortable, but understand that comfort's temporary. And we need something that lasts. That's why the soul can't be satisfied here. So what to do? What's the advice? And so many details are here, but just in terms of principles, a few highlights come to mind. The first one is a little scary, not for those of us that are here, but all of us maybe a little bit. We have to be honest with ourselves. That's the first thing. In order to find what we're looking for, to satisfy our hearts, we have to be honest, to be able to acknowledge to ourselves, and in general this is not welcome in the world, to be able to say, something's missing in my life. There's something missing. And we know we live in a culture, a very materialistic culture, where it's based around looking like, talking like, acting like, pretending like, you got it together, right? Like, how often you meet somebody, you say, meet some physically, how are you today? Well, you know, I'm really trying to understand why I'm here, where I've come from, and why people have to die, right? So try that tomorrow morning at the office. See what kind of response you get. They're going to go, okay, see you later, isn't it? What's the typical, like, how are you? What's the typical, what do we all say? Fine, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine, you're fine, he's fine. You know, sometimes, like, I've had situations go, you know, sadly with some higher spiritual purpose there, but sometimes you see somebody in the hospital, they got a month to go, how are you doing? Fine. That's not honest. You know, so the first thing is we have to be honest with ourselves and admit something's missing. Now, the problem is people can't admit something's missing unless they know there's something else. Isn't it? We hang on to things because we don't know there's something else. The example always comes to my mind, like, you know, if you go home, let's say you're a married person and you didn't make it to the temple that day, and you're home and you look in the refrigerator, you're hungry, and there's a couple, like, we've all maybe had this experience, there's a couple old dry chapatis and some, for those of us of Indian origin, some mixed pickle, right? Or some old, for those of us more American, I don't know what it would be for Russian people, and tell me later what culture. The Americans, like, you know, there's like one old soggy bag of potato chips, right? But you're really, and maybe some mustard, like, to put on the potato chips, right? And you're really hungry and you're about to eat it, you know, but then your spouse or your friend comes in and says, hey, I just came from the temple. They had a big feast and I brought you some. Do you mix it with the potato chips or the dry chapatis? What do? You put, okay, let's just put this right aside, as we often do. I will share this with some other living entities later in the yard or something and enjoy the feast. Because you can give that up. Why? Because you know there's something better. And unfortunately in the world today, and there's wonderful people, there's many, many people following different spiritual practices and pursuits, and we give them all credit and we salute them and want to serve them and assist them and pray that they can pray for us and help us. Yet, the dominant emphasis in this culture is absolutely materialistic life, right? Go for it. Enjoy while you can. Life, merrily, 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 merrily. Teach little kids this. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream. Go for it now. Unfortunately. So, first thing, we have to be honest with ourselves. Yeah, something's missing. Something is missing. Based in part this faith, courage, realization of something else. Second thing, so first, be honest. Yeah, something's missing. I'm not fine. One day I'm good, one day I'm not. One day I feel secure, the next day I'm insecure. One day everything's great, then I get a telegram, hey, your best friend from college just died. Whoa. You know? Everything's great, hey, your aunt just has cancer, she's got 2 weeks to live. Wow, that's, woo. It's a mixed world. So something's missing. There's some problems there. So first, be honest. Second thing, be inquisitive. Is there anything more? The first aphorism of the Vedanta Sutra, Atato Brahma Jignasha. Having acquired the human form of life, it's time to inquire into the absolute truth. So to make those inquiries, is there actually something else, you know? Is there something else? Let me inquire, let me investigate. Just like as devotees of Krishna. I had an experience I'll share real quickly. I was at a Rath Yatra festival a few years ago in Baltimore, and this one gentleman, middle-aged guy, and his wife came up, and he had some T-shirts that said something like, Love Jesus or something. And he said, do you mind if I talk to you? And I said, no, I'm just a GBC person here. I don't have anything to do. They don't give me any work. I just hang around. So, yeah, you know, sure. So he started talking to me, and it was like the most, I mean, it was one of the most enlivening experiences of that Rath Yatra. Because he told me about how he had a miserable life, and he was a drunk, and he cheated on his wife, and everything fell apart, and he became a Christian, and he really turned his life around, and now he's out here like on the, they do it on the Memorial Day weekend in Baltimore, they do it, and he's out there trying to, you know, tell people about Jesus. And the guy's like so much faith, he's walking into the middle of a Hare Krishna festival with a bunch of people with like robes on and mud in their faces and chanting weird songs, as far as he's concerned, to tell people about Jesus. And I told him, I said, I'm so inspired to meet you. And I really was. I thought, I hope I can have the faith like he does. That his life, and it was great because you can see, wow, just see Krishna, God is working through the life of so many different people. So, according to the Bhagavad Gita, yada yada hi dharma sha glani bhavati bharata, Krishna comes again and again. He sends his representatives again and again. He says his sons sometimes, his servants sometimes, to like reinvigorate human society. There's so many sources of spiritual knowledge. So in the Krishna movement, we embraced all of those. We encourage people to be inspired by those things. And we encourage people to be inspired by that, to be more encouraged to go on in their Krishna practice, if that's what we are doing. And we see that there's so many opportunities for people to make spiritual advancement. Like some people come to our temples and they say, I'm reading this or reading this or reading this, you know, different spiritual things. Great. Keep reading. Keep worshiping. Keep praying. Keep chanting. And, you know, try this, you know, and we, you know, we advise them, you know, hey, give up some of those things that are not good for your spiritual life that you're eating, or give up some of those things that you're smoking, or this or that. You know, we give them some help. If they are completely not on some other path, great, check this out. We really want to promote this. But in general, we have this like holistic vision of life that Krishna's at everyone's heart, and he's helping everybody make spiritual progress. Sometimes, like a parent, you help your kids make progress. Like, that's not the way to treat your little sister. Go to your room, and when you're ready to act nicely, come out again. And sometimes you hug your child and say, I'm so proud of you, the way you did things, and we, etc. So the parent or the divinity, Krishna deals with us in different ways. But be honest and then be inquisitive. Look. And for those of us who take up the Vaishnava path, not that we just read the books, we just come to the temple, we mumble our way through our rounds, and I'm guilty of all of those, but that we really try to go deeper. We look and see what treasures are there and try to take them into our heart. So be honest, be inquisitive, and then be strong. We have to be strong in our spiritual life. Let me try for this. I mean, this is like amazing. I mean, here's this little book here, and there's so many others, and others around the world, telling us that my loving propensity is not satisfied in whatever I repose, but there is a supreme divinity if I connect with, it's unlimitedly satisfying. Bhagavad Gita says that the joy, one who achieves this, they know there's no greater gain. Now compare that whatever you do in this world, right? You go buy a new car, you save up your money, you stretch your budget as far as you possibly can, you go and you pick up the car that is just the one exactly you want, and as you're driving out, you look to the side and there's the next model up. And you go, gosh, I wish I could have afforded that one. Isn't it? It's just the nature of this world. Because it's described, that's a whole other topic, but you know, our mind, again, it's a hunter. We're a hunter. We're looking for that thing that we can repose our love, that we're completely satisfied. So the Gita says that's in Krishna, that's the divinity. So we need to be strong. I was thinking like today we went down to, where were we? What? Normal? Something normal? Where is it? I want to say Burlington, not Burlington. Bloomington, thank you. We drove to Bloomington Normal and driving through the cornfields, and I was thinking about the pioneers and, you know, the people that settled at a certain period of time, and certainly noble peoples before them. But I was thinking about this whole country was settled by pioneers, despite some of the propaganda coming out of my city. Immigrants that made fantastic, wonderful contributions to the country. Those people were strong. You know, they crossed oceans, they crossed cultures, they crossed nations, and for why? Their hearts were really hunters looking for something better. So we're like that. We are meant to be, we have the opportunity to be spiritual seekers, spiritual immigrants, spiritual pioneers, and really target our hunting, our search on the highest thing that can satisfy us. So be honest, be inquisitive, be strong. And the last one, just say, be smart. You know, take up a spiritual process, and don't be bewildered by the, I'll turn a phrase around that's become popular these days. Don't be bewildered by the false news. What's the false news? Make enough money, you'll be happy. Get enough power, you'll be happy. Have enough sex, you'll be happy. Become famous enough, you'll be happy. Have enough alcohol, you'll be happy. Have enough friends, you'll be happy. Have a bigger house, you'll be happy. Right? That one works till you're about 50. And then you wake up one morning and the world reverses. If I could just get a smaller house, I'll be happy. Isn't it? So, and see all around us, you know, as the Bhagavad is explaining here, that Again, Prabhupada says it's not that we can't be comfortable. Be comfortable and go for the highest thing. So this analysis that's given here is sometimes people mistake our philosophies like it's some kind of pessimism. It's not at all pessimistic. Bhakti is about embracing life, embracing the world as a gift from Krishna, embracing this body as a gift from Krishna, and primarily embracing this opportunity that we have that we can actually fulfill our heart entirely. So we can have families and direct our families not just loving each other, but directing ourselves to the supreme love. We can have parties and not walk around the party looking at who can I meet up with so I can like exploit them to satisfy my lust or my needs of the moment or the year or whatever. But we can have parties and help enhance each other in our quest and our attainment of God. You know, we can feast, frankly, we can feast in things that are the bounty of the earth, at the same time minimizing the violence that we cause. And actually purifying that food with sacred mantras handed down by teachers for thousands of years, by purifying that food by sacred mantras that connects it with the divinity, so the food itself becomes sanctifying. When I first went to a Hare Krishna temple, not the first time, but one of the first times, I was visiting, I sat down, I'm having lunch, and somebody sat down with me, started telling me how all the food I was eating was spiritual. And I thought, wow, this is a pretty cool place, the food's spiritual. And then I remember, then I said, okay, so, you know, I got to go now. Is there a bathroom or you know, where do I wash my hands? They said it's right over there. So I walked into a little washroom, and there was a guy, African-American guy, in like what, you know, gumshas they call like a half dress, like devotees or they wear in India sometime. And he was scrubbing the floor in the bathroom. And he started telling me how cleaning the bathroom was spiritual. I thought, well, this place is really far out. You know, the food's spiritual, cleaning the toilet spiritual. This is not an ordinary thing, you know, because everywhere I went, like you don't want to, you know, you don't want to be a cleaner, you don't want to be this, you don't want to be that, but it's transcendental. So, and what's amazing, again, back to this title, The Heart is a Lonely Hunter, when we take up this path or apply ourselves to this path more and more, a couple things happen. One is we realize that it's not a lonely path. It's lonely out there, you know. You never know. Like, I remember George Harrison, Beatle, took up Vaishnavism seriously for a period of his life. And he described how he became, as he became famous, he was realizing that all those people that became his friends, they weren't really his friend. They were friends to his fame. They were friends to his influence, and they were friends to his money. You know, they wanted something from him. And if you don't have those things, where's the friends? So in spiritual practice, we lose gradually. We lose that loneliness in part because we realize there's other sincere people, Vaishnavas, seekers, devotees, spiritualists, who are also on that path. And we also realize this, a secret, according to our tradition of spiritual progress, is to associate with those people, to learn to reveal our minds confidentially with those people, to inquire with those people, to spend time with those people, to sing and dance with those people, to offer gifts to those people, etc. So that the heart is no longer a lonely hunter. We're hunting, but we're not so lonely anymore. And then another wonderful, amazing thing that we all experience, that we're called to try to experience more, is that as I seek the divinity's blessings, God's blessing, Krishna's blessings, as I seek truth, Prabhupada, our founding acharya, the guru of our lineage in the recent age, he said for every step we take towards Krishna, really amazing, he said for every step we take towards Krishna, he takes 10 steps towards us. You know, just imagine if you walked into the office tomorrow and said, boss, you know, you wanted me to submit that 20-page paper. I got 2 pages done. Can you finish it? Yeah, no problem. You took one, I'll do the next 10 for you, no problem. You know, or send in a note to the IRS. Dear madam, you know, I know I owe you $20,000, but if I put in 2, can you do the other 18? You know, well, yeah, well, if I do one, you take 10 steps towards me. You know, God does that, so I think, you know, you're the IRS. You're almost like God in this country. So, you know, can you at least take 5 steps my way or something? You know, usually they won't do that. So this is the insights, the revelation of this beautiful tradition of which we're all at least for today, participate in, and we encourage everybody to take it as deeply as we can, that not only when I hunt for absoluteness, for where to put my loving propensity in a way that can satisfy me, but the supreme beloved, the supreme object of love, actually comes closer to us and helps us on this path. This is the process of bhakti. It's reciprocal. For every one step I take towards Krishna, he takes 10 steps towards me. And we can see the example of great saintly people, not just in our tradition, but across the world, who get in touch with that connection with their love for the divine, for Krishna, God, however they describe it. With that connection, they're able to do superhuman things. When we look at the life of our founder, Srila Prabhupada, at 70 years of age with no money, he got on a freight ship, he begged passage on a freighter ship, crossed the ocean, got up the boat, didn't even know where to go. He had a place to stay for 30 days with some people, stayed with them, and then headed into New York City to see what he could accomplish at 70 years of age. There's a video you can look at online. It's from Harvard University. Was 2 years ago, we had the 50th anniversary of the Krishna movement coming from India to the West, and we had a conference at the Harvard Center for the Study of World Religions. And in this video recording, there's one historian of religion, Thomas Hopkins, who's now retired, who actually met Prabhupada in New York around 1966. And he mentions a couple things. He says, first of all, he says, when I went, and I'd heard there was this guru on the Lower East Side, so I went to seek him out. And I heard he had a little storefront over on 26 2nd Avenue, so I went there, and he says, this little humble storefront, and as I approached the window, there was a sign that said, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And he said, I thought, this is ridiculous. It's a little 2-bit, you can hardly see it, storefront on 2nd Avenue on the Lower East Side with the trucks driving by, and there's like a funeral parlor across the street, and, you know, it's not Hollywood, you know, it's real estate. And it says the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So this is so bizarre. He calls it the International. That was his vision. That was his vision. And later, Hopkins, the same professor, is describing at this conference at Harvard. He says, today as a historian, says, you know, talk about the amazing things Prabhupada could accomplish, because these things weren't words for him. These were his realization, and he wanted to share this with each of us. He was so spiritually driven to do so. And Tom Hopkins says, you know, as a historian of religion, we try to make comparisons. And this is not me, this is Tom Hopkins. You can go online, you can see the video. And he said, if we look at the contributions of Swami Bhaktivedanta, he said it's very hard to find parallels. He said, really, the only 2 parallels that I can find are Jesus and Muhammad in terms of what they were able to accomplish. This, again, is not me, you know, Anudama Hare Krishna, you know, guy, part of the institution. And he said, but actually, if you look at it, he said, you can't make that comparison, because Jesus was in his own country with his own people, speaking his own language, and he had people of his own culture that helped him. He said Bhaktivedanta Swami was one man, 7 years of age, no money, no institutional support. He crossed the ocean, and he said he wasn't just trying to bring a teaching. He brought a whole culture. He brought a whole Vaishnava, God-centered culture. He taught people how to read Sanskrit. He taught people how to study the text. He taught people how to worship. He taught people how to cook and how to eat sanctified foods, and taught people how to share it with other people. He goes on. And he says Muhammad also, he said, you know, Muhammad, amazing contributions, and we also have to acknowledge it was in his own country, in his own culture, with his own language, with people his own age. A lot of his family members supported Prabhupada, and none of that. So then at the end he says, so after 50 years, he goes, where's it going? He said, well, you know, we'll see, time will tell what the long-term effect of his contributions are. But he said, at least after 50 years, I mean, there's always challenges, but he said, you know, the impact he's had is great. And he said, compared to Christianity and Islam, he said they were both having very serious problems after 50 years. And I'm not a historian, I don't know the different periods of that time. But I just share that in part for those of us that are following Prabhupada to appreciate how others are acknowledging his contributions. But for the rest of us too, to see how is it possible one person can give of themselves in that way. And the way he can do it is because he, as he's describing here, he's connected with Krishna, and he's a living example for us of how we can connect, give our loving propensity to Krishna, and how the level of satisfaction we find that one can become empowered to do amazing, wonderful things. So thank you for your participation. Thank you all for hunting, being hunters for God, for allowing your hearts hunt for God. And please always remember, as we're advised by our great Acharya, there's nothing more important and there's nothing higher. And I'll end with a wonderful quote that I love from Srila Prabhupada, who said, just become Krishna conscious and enjoy life with a thrill at every moment. So I'll stop there. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. So you take questions? That's okay. Any questions or comments? Anybody? We have what, till 6:30, just a few minutes? Or? Well, we can sit in silent meditation for a few minutes too. Oh, but give them a second or two. Normally people are like, okay, well, I don't know if I should ask, and somebody else should ask. So when it becomes really uncomfortable sitting quietly, then usually somebody raises their hand. Yeah. Okay. He brought a microphone for you too.
I'm just gonna wing it. Hello. So it's the goal is love of Godhead, and we're looking for love of Godhead. I don't necessarily have a question. I'm just affirming things.
Okay, so far so good.
I'm a little embarrassed right now. There's love of Godhead, and that can be achieved by service, right? By bhakti yoga.
By purifying our hearts, as the Prabhupada describes, it's our dormant propensity.
Yeah.
It's already there. We just have to realize it. We have to wake up.
Oh, yeah, you're okay. Yeah, and that's done when the heart is purified via devotional service.
Yeah, and we would advocate that all the different spiritual religious processes in the world, you know, there may be some that are, but all the authentic, for lack of a better word, are similar means to gradually purify the soul and help us awaken that same consciousness.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, it was a really good talk you gave, by the way.
you.
Thanks for that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, but it's love of Godhead is the goal. We already have that inside of us. It's dormant, it's unawakened, and the awakening is done by the purification of the heart, which is attained by the practice of bhakti yoga, which consists of 9 primary processes and 64 other processes as described in the Nectar of Devotion.
You are ready to sit here next week.
Really?
Sign him up.
Am I on the nose? Oh my
You
God.
are on the track. Thank you.
All right, good.
Any other questions? Anybody?
Thank
Here,
you.
We have a question. Thank you. That was a nice summary.
You're welcome. I appreciate it.
Hare Krishna. It's maybe a little bit of a personal question, but could you share any example from your life about, you shared a beautiful statement that when we take one step toward Krishna, Krishna takes 10 steps towards us. Could you share something from your own life about that?
Oh, there's like a lot. They get pretty personal. I don't know if I mean, you know, the exact 10-step things, no, but I can say I was a spiritual seeker living in Colorado, and I was associated with Hare Krishna devotees. I kind of gave up my job. I used to go to Buddhist retreats and hang out what in those days were called Jesus freaks, and occasionally go to church, and once in a while go to the Hare Krishna temple, and I kind of left that all. Hitchhiked across the country for about 3 months, 2-3 months, ended up in Colorado, met the Krishna devotees again, and they over some period of time, long story, but decided to move into the temple. And the night I moved in the temple, I prayed as best I could, which isn't very sincerely, but as best I could. I prayed, "Dear Krishna, dear Jesus, dear Ram, dear Allah, Jehovah, Buddha, whoever you are, wherever you are, I believe that the highest use of my life is to pursue you, and I'm not sure if this is the right place, but I'm not going to go back. I'm not going to go back to the job that I left because I wasn't fulfilled. I'm not going to go back to my old girlfriend because I wasn't fulfilled. I'm not going to go back to my parents. So if you want me to do something else, please show me where else I should go. But as long as this continues and gets deeper and deeper and makes more and more sense, I'm not going to leave. So I would say that for me was because Krishna keeps giving me more reasons to stay. So for me, that was Krishna reciprocating with my very small effort. And, you know, and today, I mean, those of you that some people may not know our culture so well, I have a wife, I've got a son, I've got a daughter, I've got 3 kids, I got a car, you know, until recently I had a business, I actually had money. Krishna took that away. That's another Sunday Feast lecture. But I had all those things. And that's the beautiful thing about bhakti is, like today I drove with Nityananda Prabhupada, I mentioned in Hemungi, we drove down to where? Bloomington Normal, and came back. And I was just thinking on the way back, I thought, I'm so fortunate to have people like this in my life. So we had a very interesting conversation on the way down about young people and spirituality and the state of the world and, you know, male-female relationships and how we work together and respect each other better. It was like, and I was just thinking, I'm so fortunate to have such nice people that talk about good topics, you know, and not about like, you know, hey man, how's it going? Pretty good. You see the game last night? Like, how many games? Every night there's a game, you know. It's like, geez, you know. Or on the other side of the aisle, it's like, did you hear that she said, that he said, that she said, that she said, he said? No. Right, is that a way to spend our life? You know, how was the game last night? So, is that okay? Okay. One more question? Yes. Microphone is coming. I was going to repeat, but this is better. Raise the question in your mind that Krishna
shows us glimpses of his mercy many times. I mean, moment to moment he's showing, but I can see sometimes. So that is so deep sometimes that I feel so grateful, and I would write gratitude sentences and I'll be so grateful for 2 or 3 days, and then I again get into that zone of my own nature and I do chant, but sometimes it is inattentive and everything. So I just want to understand that this is the reason that I feel so empty many times. So this is very relevant today's discussion to my circumstance. So how to get over this tendency of not being grateful all the time, not being in that state of really soft heart and not having any complaints with any circumstance, any person, any situation, and just be so loving.
The beautiful question. So how do we be pure when we're not pure? Continue on the process of purification. And it's described in the Upadeshamrita. One should do so with enthusiasm, with confidence or determination. And then the third one, which sometimes is a little tough. You know the third one? What's the third one? Patience. Yeah. Enthusiasm, confidence, and patience. And we have to, that's one reason we associate with other spiritually minded people. They give us strength. Because, I mean, it's a deep question you just asked. But spiritual life, it's not just downhill and it's not just uphill. We go through our ups and downs, just like we do in anything in life. You know, it's part of the living experience until we are completely purified and undisturbed. The example given by the acharyas is you can be in the ocean, but if you're in a boat, the waves go up, the waves go down, so you still feel the movement of the ocean, but you're okay because you're in the boat. Okay, now as we get more and more spiritually awakened, we gradually become more detached from those urges of anger or bitterness. Jaishi Kishore. We become free from those things, and gradually our actual real consciousness, which is gratitude and which is appreciation, which is sin, it gradually evokes. So in this stage we have to practice. Just like you chant japa. So when we chant japa, you practice bringing your mind back to Krishna's name. So the same way we practice bringing ourselves back to be enthusiastic, we bring our minds back to being grateful. And it comes and goes. It comes, but gradually, slowly, slowly, that becomes more the constant, and these other things become quieted. Just continue, don't stop. It takes a little bit of time, and be patient. And pray to Krishna to help.
Thank you.
He'll help.
Thank
okay? Yeah, it's like anything. You want to get a medical degree, you got to work at it for a while. And probably this is the highest thing to achieve in the entire universe. Okay? So we'll stop there. So you have some other brief announcements, some gifts or something? Thank you again, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. They have this book, if you're interested, by the way, the book I was reading from, again, Nectar Devotion. I think it's in our gift shop. I hope so. If not, we can get some. But if you haven't read this book, it's a beautiful book. Highly recommended by many.
Usually, is anybody here for the first time to our temple? We have a small gift, and we appreciate you made some time to come to our temple on a Sunday.
Anybody here for the first time gets a special gift? Round trip ticket to India or something like that? Visit the Holy Land for a week, 2 weeks, all expense paid in Vrindavan? Or no, that's next week. You got to come back next week for that one, sorry.
Yeah, you have to come back next week. Thank you, Anutama Prabhu, for a wonderful class, and hope to see you soon. Hare Krishna.
Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य सतारिणे Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. किशोर किशोरी जय किशोर किशोरी जय किशोर किशोरी जय किशोर किशोरी जय गौरनिताय 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 जय गौरनिताय जय जगन्नाथा जय जगन्नाथा बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद नित्य गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौरा हरि बोल
playing harmonium? Huh? You know playing harmonium? Okay, then Mardanga. Hare Krishna. Sure, but I don't know how to play.
Hare Krishna. नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Very beautiful bhajan. Very sweet. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya 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 Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल
नमः विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्यादेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Oh Krishna Hare Krishna Rama Hare Krishna Rama Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Rama, go Hare Bol, Kishore Kishore, Jaya Kishore Kishore, Jaya Kishore Kishore, Jaya Kishore Kishore. Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Shiva Prabhupada ki, Shiva Prabhupada ki, Kishore Kishore ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki.